Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 first things to do with the Poco M4 Pro. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is about the display, because you have by the default just 60 Hz, but the phone supports 90 Hz. So that makes the display a bit more smooth and so on. So let me show you what I mean. So first of all, let us go here to the settings. And then we need to scroll down a bit to this point here, display. And here we will have the point, if we scroll down a bit, the refreshing rate. So actually we have just 60 Hz here. This is basic for smartphones and so on, but at this phone you can have 90 Hz. So as it is written here, it is more clarity and details, more smooth and so on. And I would really recommend this to you if you're playing a game and something like this. But basically, if you're not doing games or you just do the standard things, then you can work with 60 Hz, because this is saving energy as well. But if you want to have more clarity to the details, I would recommend to you to choose the 90 Hz. Okay, then the next thing I want to show you is about the new control center, because the new software here of Poco have it splitted. So at this side you have just the notifications, and at the other side you will have the control center. But in previous version you have both in one. So wherever you scroll down you have the icons here to enable the Wi-Fi and so on, and the notifications below. Yeah, but you can change that if you want to the old system. It depends. So let me show you how you can do that. So for that, you go just here to the settings. Then you need to scroll down a bit to the point, notifications and control center. So, and here you can decide at this point the control center style. And you can decide between the new version. So at one side just the notifications, and at the other side the control center. Or if you want to have the old version, no? That you have everything here at the, if you just scroll down, you have the control center, and below you will have the notifications. No? But with the new system, it's splitted. No? You have the here you will have the notifications as I have shown, and here we have the control center. So decide which version you prefer. If you want to have everything on one view, what for me is the better, you know, but it's a personal thing. So decide what is better for you. Okay, the next point I want to show you is a hidden mode. If you have apps on your phone, no one should really see and so on, because here at the app drawer you have all the apps basically in alphabetic order. But if you don't want that someone sees that you have a specific app here on your phone, you have the opportunity to hide them. If you slide down 2 times like this, you will have here a hidden mode. So and here at this place you can hide apps. So first of all, you have to set up a password, or using your fingerprint and so on. So I have enabled already the fingerprint here. Let me enable it. So now it is verified, and I can now set up a pattern. Right, let's do it like this. At least 4 dots. Okay, I have to confirm it. Okay, now I go on OK, and yeah, now I can add some apps of my apps here at the basic app drawer. If I don't want that someone sees that I have eBay, maybe very difficult app. No, I'm joking. Then yeah, or here the FM radio is just an example. I think you will have other apps maybe you want to hide. So, and after you have chosen the apps you want to hide, then go here on this symbol to confirm. And now these apps are hidden. So that means, now if I go outside here, I don't have these apps anymore here at my app drawer. So I don't have anymore here eBay, So, or the FM radio. I only have them if I slide 2 times like this, and now I have to use my code or enable it with my fingerprint, no? So I've set it up before, then I have only access here to these apps. If you want to edit it later, you can go here on the pen, by the way, to add some more apps maybe, or here you can set up a new password, so everything is fine. So this password is, by the way, only for the hidden area here. Okay, the next point I want to show you is if you open an app, as you can see, we will have always a little animation, no? So it pops out, and if I close it, it goes in again. This takes a bit time, and the phone feels a bit, so it's my opinion, a bit slower with. And you can remove these animations to make the phone faster. So let me show you how this works. So first of all, you go to the settings, and then scroll down a bit to the point where it is here, additional settings, to the point additional settings. So, and here we will need the accessibility. So now you see that view here, and now we have to go here is a bar, here's a bar on the top, and we have to go now on the point vision. So, and now we will have some other opportunities here also to remove the animations. So let me on it. So if I close now the settings, you see it is immediately, I had the front test. So if I open now the gallery again, it's immediately there. If I close it, it's immediately gone. No? So let me enable again, also disable the removing animations. Then you see pop out, pop in. But if I'm having this removing animations here turned on, then it's immediately there. And as you can see, it is faster with. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is you can clone apps with that phone. So that means that you can have two WhatsApp accounts. Oh, why not? You can insert two SIM cards. Why not having one WhatsApp account for each number? You can have two Facebook accounts. You can have two Netflix accounts and so on. All things at the same time with a second app. Okay, let me show you how you can clone these apps. For that, just go here on the settings and scroll down a bit to the point apps. And we will need this point here, dual apps. So at the very first time you have to enable it here by tapping on create. So now we will have the list with the apps which one are supported with that feature. So these are the recommended ones, so basically messenger apps. So let's make clone WhatsApp. Go on, no? Turn on here, turn on. And the second, maybe let's take also Facebook as a second app, and Instagram. Created. And maybe let's create also, why not, having a second Amazon account. Also Messenger Lite, no? So, okay, I think that's enough. Let's have a look now at the app drawer. Okay, so now we will have two Amazon accounts, no? The first one and the second one. We will have two WhatsApp accounts, the first one and the second one. By the way, you can recognize the second one always here with the orange corner. So let's have a look also here at Messenger. So the main one and the second one, you can always recognize it with the orange one. But take care, if you delete the first one, the second one will go also. So take care later that you keep your data. And by the way, you can also hide these second apps here at the hidden app area here, what we have learned before. Okay, the next point is for the health. So if the eyes are looking too often on our smartphones, it given the eyes much of stress, and there's a system or feature included which one reduces that stress by reducing the blue light. So let me show you how you can do that. So for that, just go here on the settings and go here to the point display. So and scroll down a bit here for the reading mode. So we will need the reading mode. So if you turn the reading mode on, you can see that we have already another color. So it is a bit unusual at the beginning, but it is really helpful for the eyes. If you don't like it, you can also adjust here a bit to have a bit blue light inside, but as more it is, so as more the intensity is, as better it is for our eyes, and your eyes become used to that feature as well. So give yourself a bit time. If you really hate this, then you can schedule it that you have it at minimum at night, because it will help you also to have a better sleep if you have enabled it. So, and if it disturbs you on the day, you can just go here on schedule, and then you can enable this one here, the good night read. So that means that the phone detected the sunrise and the sunset, and if the sun sets, the blue light filter will turn on automatically, and it will turn off with the sunrise. Okay, and also a nice feature, let me go back here one step back, that we are back in the main display settings. Also a supporting feature for that, especially for the night, it's the dark mode here, now on the top of the display, so of the display settings. Let's name the dark mode, and as you can see, everything what has been white before becomes black. So this is very helpful if you want to read something in the evening. Then you have the white screen. So the white screen disturbs your eyes also a lot. I would recommend to you to have then the dark mode, and that's much more comfortable for the eyes in darker area to read something. And on the day it's not that good, because if there's too much sunlight, you cannot recognize something anymore. So I would recommend to you to schedule this dark mode as well. So that means if you turn it on here, hope you can see that, then you can set up it also that it's just enabled from the sunset to the sunrise, so in the evening. So the phone will detect automatically in your time zone the times for the sunset and the sunrise. So don't worry about, and yeah. Okay, let me go back also one step here. So back in the display settings, because we have nice settings there. One is also, if you scroll down a bit, the text size, also a point for your eyes, because this is the basic text size. We will have an example here. We can also make it a bit bigger, so that everything is a bit easier to read. It affects also here the notifications and so on, and also of course here the settings, as you can see, everything will become a bit bigger. So choose the one you want to choose, and this is also helpful for your eyes, especially if your eyes are not that good anymore. Don't worry, everyone will have that problem one day, and this is a helpful tool to read things much easier, especially if you don't have your glasses. So, and the next mode is something comfortable. So, because the screen is very large and you cannot reach everything with one thumb, but there's a way to have better access to the display. You have to enable it first, but I can show you already how it works. So if you swipe here from the inside to the outside later in the navigation bar, you will have a smaller screen, as you can see, and you can do now everything what you do basically on the big screen, just that it's a bit smaller. And the good thing is you can use it with one hand, so you can reach everything here on that screen. By the way, if you're ready with, so just tap here on the outside. But as I said, we have to enable this feature first. So for that, just go here on the settings. And then we need to scroll down to the point additional settings. And here we will have the one-handed mode. So, and this point here has to be enabled. So by the default, it is not enabled. So don't wonder if it does work right now. But if you enable this one, so that it's marked blue, like in my case now, then it is enabled. So here you can choose the inches of the mini screen, no? But I think 4 inches are good enough. It's just for a moment if you want to use it with one hand. By the way, as I've shown you, no? From the inside to the outside, this is to the one side. If you tap it here on the back field, you're always back. And if you want to have it for the other side, for right-handed people, swipe to the arrow and you have it now on the other side. So a very useful tool. Okay, then we are already at the last mode. Also pretty cool, because we have a quick launch for the camera. It's also not enabled by the default, but I will show you at first how it works. So just double tap the power button and you are immediately at the camera without missing time looking for the camera app and so on. And pretty cool is also, this thing works also if your phone is on standby. So just double tap the power button and you are immediately at the camera and don't miss time with unlocking the screen and looking for the camera app and so on. And maybe this saves you a great picture one day, who knows. Okay, but as I said, I have to enable it. So now you know that I have a very simple password. Okay, how you can enable this? First of all, you go to the settings, then you scroll down to the point additional settings, and here you will have the point gesture shortcuts. So, and here we will need the launch camera mode. So you have two opportunities, one with the volume keys and one with the power button. I would recommend to you to use the power button. So the first point has to be enabled, so it has to be marked blue. Let me show you one more time. Immediately the camera, double tap again if the phone is on standby. Also it works, as you can see. Yeah, I hope I could help you with this video and show you some features maybe you didn't know what is helpful for the future, because the phone is nice. Yeah, if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me something that would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And yeah, I've created also some other videos with some more tips and tricks and so on if you want to have a look, or you can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, maybe until next time. Ciao.